Hey, what's happening everybody? Hope you guys are feeling great. I'm Team Kills and what I like to do is make gaming easier. And first off, I'd like to start by saying this might be stupid. It's viable but dumb. I had a funny thought. Well, it's not really that funny, but it made me laugh, so I decided to see if it would actually work. Now, I'll start off by saying this is me trying to be creative with my Do Anything Warframe / Minecraft mind. I wanted to make a frame a lion tamer, but we don't have any lions. So of course, I used the Kobrow. Now when I say lion tamer, I don't mean to tame the actual lion, that would suck. What I mean is, I want this lion, or Kobrow, to be already tamed. And we're at the point where I will point and say, kill him. And he goes and does that. Why else would you tame a lion? So I got a whip, started playing Sick'em, and it turns out he's really good at it. So I did choose the new War Whip because of its projectile ability. It's a high status chance weapon. I wanted this because my pet likes to chew on people that are affected by slash. The hunter mods, they make 100% sure of that. And with this special breed special mod, he becomes a pretty obedient slaughter monster. Now keep in mind, you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. You can just go about your normal murderous ways, and your Kobrow will just kill and kill and kill and kill some more. Now because of the damage on this whip, it has a guaranteed chance to infect status, but an almost guaranteed chance to not kill the enemy. So you can slide, you can heavy attack projectile or just whiplash an area, then go about your business, and your Kobrow lion, your Libro, your Kubai, all those names are bad. Your pet sentinel will go over there and eat all the enemies that are affected by slash. So, Patches, this bastard, he likes to chew on people. And the reason why this works is because of the mod called Ferocity. Ferocity allows this type of Kobrow to use finishers, and they get a 120% damage boost. This mod is what makes this thing work. These mods, that's what makes this thing work so much better. The hunter mods, like Hunter Recovery, that gives health to your pet, and your pet kind of has to be alive for this to work. It's a good thing to have on there. Hunter Synergy links, or it adds a 30% critical chance from your primary weapon. Hunter Command, this makes your pet attack enemies that are affected by slash, which is everyone. And because of that, I also decided to pick the Kuva Comb. This weapon is built for slash and status. Now I have a ribbon on it, but this ribbon is for status and damage. Now because this is a Kuva weapon, it is easy to get it over 100% status without a ribbon, and this will work just the same. Hunter Mutations and Hunter Track are on this weapon for an extra 30% chance to apply slash to an enemy, which is exactly what I'm doing here, and a 90% duration boost, so that whoever has slash on them, which is everybody, it will last there longer until my pet can get around and chew on them. Plus, these mods in a set put together will give me an extra 125% companion damage on enemies that are affected by slash, which of course is everyone. You could put Hunter Adrenaline on one of your Warframes, whichever one you pick, but you don't really need it. And for last but certainly not least, Kel Defame's twin double hand automatic shotgun cannons. These weapons are only 11% shy of 300% status chance. This is why I chose them. The fire rate on these weapons is actually really good. The damage is low, but it's enough that this is the weapon that if you decide, I'm done having fun, I just want to go around and kill people, this is the weapon you use to start murdering again. No ribbon, so anybody can get this done. You can add a bit more status. I took one status mod off and put Perpetual Agony on, just for more status duration, of course. Cascaded Empower will give you some extra damage per status affecting the target, and all the statuses affecting the targets. So like I said, this is your killing machine out of the sets. The Verdelic? Yeah, whatever. It's a status whip, of course. There's nothing overly special with this whip when it comes to the build, with the exception of melee prowess, of course, more status duration. And I did put Condition Perfection on this one. It does increase my status by 100% for my Tennokai attacks, if I actually remember to do them. You don't need to do this, but I put that on there anyways. Naira's Contempt, this is an awesome mod and should be used whenever you possibly can. Not to mention the Saxum and Karnist mods special abilities. They can kind of come into play with just on how this whip works, like it lifts people sometimes. Not to mention, you can throw out slash, status, explosion, projectiles with this whip pretty easy, so every kind of status thing you want going gets going all the time. As dumb as this whole thing seems, it's actually not that dumb. Now when it comes to Warframes, you of course can choose whatever Warframe you want. Loki and Ivara are kind of fun choices if you want to take your time and watch what's happening while no one else can see you. Limbo, you could put your enemy in and out of the void, or you can hide in the void while they're out there doing the killing. It's up to you. I chose Korra for a bunch of reasons. First, I went back to the infested testicle in the back of the orbiter and I took the chains ability off Haro. Now it does give me some extra shields and some crowd control, but it holds the enemies in place. I can give them a whip and my dog can go over and kill them and I go about my business. Her ensnare ability will grab enemies into an area. I can slash that area and then go about my business and my dog will chew on them. And her Strangle Dome, it affects enemies or hits enemies with puncture, impact, and slash once every second. Now while Strangle Dome is tick damaging them, and I've gone about my business, the dog will go around and kill the guys at the bottom. I haven't seen him kill anything at the top, but that would be weird. And on a side note, there's no readout for it at all. There's no mods that make this Veneri. She's a bitch. I mean, she's a mean pussy. She just seems to react really well when there's other animals out there doing things that you tell them to do. Once your animal goes, maybe it's the fact that there's 8 legs out there and just looks like more is going on, but it's entertaining as hell to watch, and that's kind of what we're doing here, is having fun. So use whatever Warframe or whatever ideas you might think is fun for you. Now before I go, I have to clear up the fact that I am not using the Hunter mods properly. I don't want, in case it's your first time learning how to use them, I don't want you to be like, yeah, this is how you do it. The Hunter mods, you get more of a boost the higher critical chance your primary weapon has. My primary weapon has like 18%. So Veneria, for example, she now has a 91% chance. That's the boost that's given to her. If I put a weapon on that has a base 30%, like the Kuva Chakor, the eraser gun, it's going to jump up to 125% chance. Your primary weapon critical chance actually matters when you're using the Hunter mods. Where I'm using them here is just to make sure he chews on people that are affected by slash. That's what I'm trying to do. And with this build, he will slaughter guys in Steel Path. I don't suggest taking him to Steel Path. These are not Steel Path weapons. But he will finish a guy in Steel Path. Now on that note, I hope this helped. There's no way it could have. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you join the team of killers. Become a killer of teams. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. It's one of the ways we could talk. Make sure you keep it easy in life. And remember, just keep gaming.